Hi everybody, it's Twyla's mom Lisa, and today is Monday, August 7th, and that is Question of the Week Day. Today is not really going to be a question. It's going to be, well, I guess it could kind of be a question. Hang on one second. Okay, I'm back. Had to freshen up my cup of coffee. Anyway, I would like to know what in the world is going on in the world today. I live in a town that only has 9,000 people in it, maybe 99,100. Not a big town whatsoever. Last night I was at work and someone had been listening to the news, and a policeman had been shot and killed across the street of our library here in my small little town. The library is about 8 blocks from my house. I don't live in a bad neighborhood. There's only one part of this town that I really wouldn't want to live in, and it's not because it's a bad neighborhood. It's just that the houses are old and ran down, and that's the only reason why I wouldn't really want to live in that neighborhood. But in the past year, I've noticed in my small town, it's getting pretty bad. Kids out at all hours of the night, just walking, doing whatever. I open our local newspaper, and in my local newspaper they put the mug shots of everyone who's been arrested for the day, and there's usually about 10 mug shots, and I'd say at least 8 of those mug shots are from drugs. In possession of drugs. Yes, a couple of months ago, a policeman was shot at. He did return fire and shot the man in the leg. Didn't kill him, didn't cause him extreme bodily harm. He shot him in the leg. But I don't think there's any such thing anymore as small town America. I really don't. It just really upsets me that a policeman doing his job, he pulled this man over because he was driving erratically, or whatever they call that, where they're not driving correctly. And the policeman got out of his car. Now, I'm just going off what the news said this morning. I was at work when this happened, but it happened about 10:30 last night. And 10:30, this happened on a very busy street, and people drive down this main street. It's one of the main streets through our town, and people drive down this street to go to the video store, go to Walmart, go to the grocery store, go to the library. Was closed, but he stopped this man, and before he could even get to the man's car door, to ask for his information, the guy jumped out, shot him several times, they said. The policeman did return fire, but it isn't known whether he was hit or not. The sad part about it is a block from this place is the sheriff's department. Are you serious? What was this person thinking? And not only that, every exit from my town, leading out of my town, is blocked because this man is still on the loose. And here it is, 10 o'clock. It's been 12 hours. Now, maybe he's been apprehended. I haven't heard the news in about an hour and a half. So I haven't listened to the news in about an hour and a half. That was on my way home. I listened to the news radio on my way home. I'm just... I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't personally know the police officer that was killed, but he had been on the force for less than a year. He was just a Clinton policeman doing his job, small town police officer, just doing his job. So there, in my opinion, are no more small town America where people, maybe one murder every 10 years, and that was at the, it was the heat of the moment, type of thing. And just last week, they found a boy, well, I call him a boy, he was a young adult, behind the Civic Center, dead. They think that he OD'd. Here in my little town. I mean, oh, that cat. That cat, she's going to drive me crazy. Hold on a moment. I'm back. But yeah, I mean, I think they said he was 19. I think, yeah, he was a young adult. Found him behind this, and there's like a parking lot thing behind our, we call it the Civic Center, but it's actually like it's got the indoor pool there. We've got our gym, the city indoor track, basketball courts, volleyball courts, all that. The Civic Center. It's like a YMCA, except, it's for Clinton because it's such a small town. We don't have a YMCA, but it kind of worries me. Yeah. So, my dad called me and it's like, you make sure you lock your doors. That man's still on the loose. And I'm like, I know, Dad. I know. So yeah, what happened? What happened to us? What happened to? I don't know. And I've heard people that live in the country, like they've got 20, 30 acres of land and stuff. They're getting things stolen right and left. Missouri is, this area of Missouri, it's like we have become invaded with drugs. I don't know why. When I was a kid, oh, you had your potheads, you had your potheads, you had your drunks, but you didn't have heavy-duty drugs that cause chaos and mayhem. You had, yeah, the potheads usually grew their own or whatever, I mean, every small town's got a couple of them, but, and eventually they got caught, of course, but I don't know, it really kind of shakes my faith a little bit. My husband and I were just saying the other day that Twyla gets out of college, we need to maybe move, but we've got our parents to consider. You know, my parents aren't young, and his mother isn't young, and we are basically the only ones here to care for them. His brother's out of state, my sister's out of state, my little brother, he's got little kids. You know, his oldest is only 10. He isn't going to be able to help care for mom and dad, you know, like on a regular basis. So yeah, I don't know. I know it's kind of a depressing question of the week. You know, it kind of is. It's a really depressing question of the week. But please, if you guys could, just say a prayer for this. His name was Gary Michaels, I think. I don't know the man personally. I didn't know him. But please, can you say a little prayer for his family? Because he was 37 years old. I did get that. He was 37 years old. The man who shot him, I know his name right away. Ian McCarthy, Ian McGuire, something like that. It's Ian, and he was 39 years old. And it's like, golly, you're only 39 years old. You're throwing your life away. You're throwing your life away. You will spend the rest of your life in prison because you took a policeman's life. And you were probably stoned out of your mind when you did it. So please just say a little prayer for this police officer's family. And the family for the man who did it. Because you know he's probably got a grandma out there that's a good person. His mom and dad may be good people too. His sister, his brothers, his siblings. I'm sure there's somebody out there that is heartbroken that he has chosen this terrible thing to do. And I know I would be. I would be so heartbroken if one of my sons did something like that. I don't know if this man was married or not, or if he had children, but we'll just assume he did. You know, I would be heartbroken if one of my sons took someone's father, you know, took his life, someone's husband, someone's son, someone's daughter. You know, I would probably die of a broken heart. I just don't understand. So I'm about to start crying, so I'm going to get off of here, everybody. Yeah, please say a little prayer for this police officer's family. Police Officer Michaels. I do know his last name was Michaels. But I cannot recall his first name. I want to say it was Gary. But, yeah, please say a prayer for his family. And, I'm not even concerned on whether they catch this guy or not. You know they're going to catch him. You don't get away with murder these days. No, you do not. And, if he was in Clinton, Missouri, he ain't got the money to skip the country. I promise you that. So, I'm going to get off here, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. And Wednesday is Organize My Stuff Wednesday. So, I will talk to you all later. Don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. I love to hear from each and every one of you. Bye.